God, would you look at that? The sun rays, the beautiful shrine, which I don't know exactly what it is, but it's over there. The DLC Mage's Tower all the way in the distance. God, what a beautiful day it is. Anyway, Uriel Septim, we have a busy day ahead of us, but how you doing?
What?
What? Do you have any rumours for me? Do you like the Fleetwood Mac album?
Take Cheydinhall, for example. Pretty little town. But the Count's a dark elf, and it's crawling with orc thugs and gangsters.
We are not starting off. My first recording back from being a sick prick, and our first time playing the Oblivion Remaster, and Uriel Septim's being a bigot. He's being racist. Alright. Okay, well,
Be seeing you.
the truth is out. Listen, pal, it's probably going to be easier for me to do this, so just give me a tick. Oh no, what happened to Uriel Septim? Oh no, for anyone playing Oblivion for the first time, spoilers, Uriel Septim fucking croaks it. Anyway, that's how we doing. Lads, ladies, non-binary bitches, how you doing? I'm saying that in a nice way, believe me. How are we? Lads, Oblivion Remaster is out. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm having a great time with it. Bethesda Softworks have actually had a win for once. It was a bit touch and go there for a few seconds. A few years. But you know, they pulled through and they got another studio to make this one. I don't know, who should I be praising? Bethesda? Virtuos? You've made a good game. It's a little bit brown and muddy sometimes, but this is just early day and it's a little bit foggy, but sometimes this game looks great and it's in Unreal and all that, and I have so much to go over and talk about, but there's butterflies and everything, and look who I brought back. It's Nigel from my Morrowind series. Hello Nigel, how you doing, pal? Oh, it feels good to be recording. It feels good to bring back Nigel. He has his future in British Steel, we do. So folks, I have been playing the Oblivion Remaster for I'm about 15 to 20 hours into it, I'd say. Having a great time, having an absolutely fabulous time. Small little nitpicks, but overall I think this is a fantastic remaster of Oblivion. I am somebody who put thousands upon thousands of hours onto Oblivion on PS3. Which, I mean, Oblivion on PS3 wasn't even like that bad of a console port compared to like Fallout 3 and Skyrim. They were nightmares, but Oblivion was okay, except for there's the vampire glitch on the Game of the Year edition. You couldn't cure that. Ah, look, the slaughterfish, he's flopping. See, this is why it's called a remaster, not a remake, because it really is built on Oblivion. You know why? You can see the slaughterfish still flopping around on the surface. How are you, pal? We'll get to Uriel in a second. I just want to gush about Oblivion, because, as you might tell, I love Oblivion. Get down! Get down, you bastard! Get down! Ho ho! Also, I hope you're all doing well, folks. I hope you're all doing okay, and I hope you're enjoying Oblivion. And if you can't afford Oblivion, I hope you get to play it in the future. You know what I mean? I want you all to experience this. It's fantastic. Oblivion used to be like the easiest game ever to run. Now it's gone up to one of the hardest games to run. Isn't that fantastic? So those are kind of my issues with the game so far, is performance issues and all that kind of guff. I actually think I want to go the Furcadia route. Why are you mentioning Furcadia on your first video back? Do you want to know a fun fact about Micky? I actually recorded a Furcadia video and I deleted it because I'm not actually playing Furcadia on my channel. It was bad. It was really weird. So I didn't like it. I'm not playing a furry game. Anyway, hello, Bandit Bowman. How are you? Give me your pants. You just have the old leather pants. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. So what we have for a build: general character, armor, blade block, likes armor, heavy armor, marksman, sneak. So it's kind of like a warrior, kind of like a stealth archer, sort of. Stealth archers are a lot more viable in this game now over Skyrim. Over the original Oblivion. Skyrim, fucking stealth archer is the easiest thing to play. But in Oblivion, you can actually kind of be effectively a stealth archer without too many tanky enemies. That's if you're playing on the difficulty of Adept. Anyway, I better actually get into the point of this video because people are like, what's going on, Micky? You're saying too much, you're too loud. It's actually my first recording back. This is, do you have to drag Uriel Septim around? You know what I mean? I didn't know what I wanted to do with Oblivion Remastered, whether I was like, you know, doing like my thoughts on Oblivion Remastered, you know, first impressions review, not sponsored by Bethesda and all that kind of stuff. But I thought it'd be funny just to, you know, do the old classic and give Uriel Septim a drag around. I'm hoping the NPCs are easier to drag in this game than original Oblivion, because it actually took forever last time. But I guess we'll see. Folks, we're going to start on our lovely adventure, and I actually don't know where we're going to go. I'm not going anywhere uphill because those are the worst places to drag someone from. The first time I dragged Uriel Septim, it was Leowyn to Reveal, and then I dragged him twice. This is the third time I'm dragging him. Listen, people asked for this. I'm not doing this because I'm unoriginal or anything. I'm also doing this because I'm really unoriginal and I didn't know what to do with the Oblivion Remaster. So, you know, I'm thinking what we might do is go past the old skin grass, the old Kavach and down to Anvil, and we'll see the old beautiful gold coast in the Oblivion Remaster, and we'll see how it looks, and we'll see how fantastic it is. And folks, I am buzzing. We are going to be playing Oblivion, walking around, admiring the beautiful outdoors, which actually isn't running too bad for me right now, probably because I have the game put down to 1080p when I'm recording. I usually have a higher resolution when not. Let's just get moving, Micky, then you can talk guff that no one wants to actually hear or listen about. Oh god, the bodies are heavy. The bodies have truly hit the floor, aren't they? Come on, Uriel. It's a long walk to the shop if you want a sausage roll. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is gonna take years. Oh no. You might as well get into the water, pal. Come on. Come on. Get in. Get in, I said. Get in. There you are. Good lads. Come on, take my hand. It's the buddy system. You have a buddy in Nigel, you know. I didn't actually kill him in the beginning. It was the Mythic Dawn. I swear. Come on, pal. Come on. I know you don't want to leave the sewer, your humble abode. You love the old Imperial sewers. You hang out there all the time and forever in the ether. Is this harder to do in this game than actually in the original Oblivion? I hope not. Wasn't it like the middle of the body I had to carry to get him to... Okay, yeah, come on. Come on. Come on, pal, there you go. Oh, this isn't too bad. See, I have him by the arm. I have him by the lick of his arm. I've caught him putting his hand into the cookie jar, you little fecker. This isn't too bad. So we're really going to be taking the Oblivion Remaster really slow. Great. I think Juve is like, oh, I'm going to play Oblivion without leaving the Imperial City. And Jabbo is all like, I'm going to get all the achievements, huh? And what's Micky going to do? I'm going to walk very slowly while holding Uriel Septim's hand, and we're just going to take a look at the lovely Unreal Engine 5 foliage. If this game is made in Unreal Engine, does that technically mean that the Unreal Tournament series takes place in the same universe as Elder Scrolls? Watch now, people in the comments are going to take that very seriously, like they always do with my comments, I swear. You can never trust me with anything. I'm looking up your skirt, pal. I'm looking up your skirt. I guess we're going swimming. Feckas, we are going swimming. And you have nice little hand animations when you're swimming. I love that. You can see your hands in front of you, the shield and everything on the arm. We're going for a nice little swim. Uriel. Isn't that great? I love the view distance in the Oblivion Remaster. Oh, folks, I'm loving it so far. It's really good. It's fucking good. I was almost going into this being really hesitant, being like, you know, I'm a bit bored of like remakes and remasters, or like remaking Metal Gear Solid 3, one of my favorite games ever, and it looks really plain and boring. I don't know why they're remaking that game. It's already pretty good. But I guess if they update the controls, it could be okay. The Silent Hill 2 remake was actually really fucking good. That was a banger. That was a banger of a game. I better stop swearing or else I'll be demonetized for my first video back and I'll quit YouTube again for another year and a half. Thanks, YouTube. Maybe it was a bit harsh, Metal Gear Solid 3. It could be alright, but like, I don't know. It just, Snake looks very high-def, doesn't he? And they're not really changing much of the game. But it could be alright. Maybe I'm being a bit of a moaning Michael, but I love Metal Gear Solid 3, so I'm a little bit hesitant, but it could be fun, who knows. Silent Hill 2 remake, that was an absolute banger. I wasn't expecting much going into that game either, because James looked a little weird, but it turned out fun, so who knows. It turned out pretty good. I'd recommend that game too. It's probably going to go on sale soon for like a decent-ish price. If you like the old horror games, I'd give this a go. Resident Evil 4 remake? Did I talk about Resident Evil 4 remake from my YouTube channel? That was also like pretty exceptional. That was a fantastic remake. I enjoyed that, but there's been a lot of remakes. There's been a lot of stuff. There's been so much goings on. Yeah, Oblivion's the next one, even though this is a remaster because it's built from the original Oblivion. It's not built from the ground up. If you go into the game's files, like the files for Oblivion Remastered, you will find the original Oblivion pretty much all underneath. It's still there. I believe I read that if you drag your master, like ESM file, whatever it's called in Oblivion, from your original Oblivion install into the Oblivion Remastered folder and try to run it, it will actually boot up Oblivion normally and fine. So, but it won't play any of like the new voices or anything like that. So that's why it's pretty much a remaster. It's built on from original Oblivion. So it's not really a remake. So I don't know why I was talking about remakes. I don't know why I was wasting my time. Anyway, Uriel, you having a good swim, pal? We could just spend all our time in the ocean, but we'd be going down past Breville and Leywin and the Shivering Isles and all that. So yeah. Oh, someone's coming after me. Is it a slaughterfish or is it a mud crab? Oh, it's a mud crabby fella. Hello. How you doing? Are you feeling it now, muddy crab? Haha, here it is. It wasn't really my idea to drag Uriel Septim again. What I wanted to do, at least what was the plan, I might as well tell you since I'm back. I was going to do Preston Garvey in Fallout 4 because that's a pretty often requested one. And I was also going to do Jarl Bulgruf in Skyrim and do it in like survival mode and everything else, and maybe like make it like a challenge or something like that. But then Oblivion Remastered came out, so I'm like, guess I'm dragging Uriel again. Great. But yeah, don't worry, we're not going to be swimming and clipping through Uriel Septim's undergarments for the whole video, I hope. We're going to try and get back onto land. But the awkward thing about the surface here is that, or at least the geography, The terrain, that's the words, Mickey. Those are the words you need. The awkward thing about the terrain, oh look, he's doing the spin and everything. Oh, he loves water time, don't you? Blow bubbles. Come on, Uriel, blow your bubbles. But yeah, the terrain is very awkward to drag a body up. We could try this little bank. We might as well get back onto land because this could be boring if I'm just in the water the whole time. Come on, Uriel, you've had a nice little dip, haven't you, pal? You're like a dipping dot, aren't you? Fair play, and I'm sick of looking up your skirt. It feels very perverted. I'm not into older men, not like that. Unless you're Dr. Breen from Half-Life 2. Oh, my first crush. I'm almost finished my tea because I was guffing on about the Oblivion Remaster too much. But yeah, my only real kind of nitpicks about this game, generally performance is not great when you're outdoors. I'm hoping like patches and things like that do fix it to make this game run well. Visually, it can look a little muddled. I wish it was a little more saturated and bloomy. And I know loads of people are going to be like, Mickey, you can mod it, you stupid feckin' little nice fella, yeah. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think about modding these games too early when they're like just released because I want to experience the game for what it is. And I think Elder Scrolls games are still pretty fun, even in vanilla. If you've seen most of my videos on like Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, I play these games pretty much as they were released, except Morrowind, which I bump up the resolution and frame rate and stuff in OpenMW just to make it run better and look a little bit better. But otherwise, that game's pretty vanilla. Also, people on console can't mod these games, so that, you know, well, they can. They've like some creation stuff and there's some mods sometimes, but you know, they can't install whatever they want and it's not super ideal. But that's a really loud bird in my ear. Is that like in the game or is it? Yeah, it's in the game. That was a really loud whistle. But yeah, I don't know. I always get a little annoyed a bit when people are like, oh, if you have an issue with anything, you can just mod it. You can just fix all of the problems with anything and we cannot let any of the developers do any of the work because we're going to mod it and fix it because the fans always fix everything. It's like, no, sit down and relax, modders. Enjoy the game. Play it for a little bit before you fucking install your boom mods, you know? Give us a little bit of time to breathe. Anyway, come on, Uriel. Come on, I know you don't want to leave water time. I know you don't want to leave the bath. Listen, you didn't want to get into the bath? No, you didn't want to leave the bath. What is it, pal? Come on. Come on, you're like a real feckin' child, aren't you? Come on, pal. Come on. I know you're royalty, but feckin' I don't give two shits. I'm Irish. We don't particularly care for royalty around these parts. Come on. Come on, pal. Come on, get your leg up. We're supposed to be going to Anvil. This is going to take 5 billion years. Great. My first proper recording back, and it's probably going to take hours and hours and hours and hours just to get this fella to Anvil. We haven't left the Imperial City yet. This is such a horrible way to showcase the Oblivion Remastered to people. I guess that's what we're going with. Come on. Come on. Okay, one more bubbles time, then we're off on our tracks, okay? Pretend it's a pair of tits. Or a pair of balls, you know, we're very inclusive on the Mickey D Incorporated channel. 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Something, something, your mom's fast crack. That was a song in San Andreas, wasn't it? That was a good game. They were supposed to make that game for the VR helmets, but then Mark Zuckerberg went all trace or something and they cancelled it, so I don't know. Can we really not get you up this little hump? Really? Come on. Remember when I grabbed his arm and I was like able to kind of carry him pretty well? Let's try and do that again. Come on. Grab his arm. That's the strategy, I think. Come on. Come on. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Come on, pal. There you go. Come on, my baby. There you go. Come on. There's a good lad. I seriously can't drag him up this feckin' coastal thing. I'm forgetting all my words. I still have a bit of the old post-sickness brain fog, but I hope you'll bear with me. So how are you lads doing? Did you know I spoke to Fred Durst twice? Yeah, that really happened. It was on Twitter. I spoke to Limp Bizkit while I was gone. It was great. I also got one of my Dunmer memes onto Jimmy Kimmel, like a late night American thing. That was wild. I got my memes onto American telly. That was insane. I'm just going to try and get Uriel Septim up this little hill and then we'll get schmoving. If I could just balance him out here, I think we'll be okay. Come on. Come on. We're moving. We're in the zone. We're grooving. Come on, pal. Guess up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, I'll bring you home. There we go. Come on now. Just keep the arm. Keep the arm. Okay, we're a little level. Okay, now what parts of the arm did I have to grab before to like get him to like kind of hover up? Come on, pal. Come on. Come on, baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. This feels tougher than the original Oblivion. Or was it always this tough? There's like an axis I can grab to drag you across something. Come on. Come on. I'm wondering if my darling family are watching this video right now being like, my son is just dragging a decrepit corpse of a dead royal fella in a video game and he's talking shit and it's probably going to get thousands of views. They're very proud of me, don't worry. This is getting annoying. Do I drag Uriel Septim or do I just go and play the game? This might get to a point where I get kind of bored of doing this and just fuck off and do a dungeon if I'm being dead honest. Is my plan gonna fail right into the video? Yeah, I'm bored. Anyway, that bit of the video is over, I guess. I guess what we could do is just visit like points of interest and stuff like that and have an old explore. We've only moved 2 feet in the past 10 minutes. Come on. Hold on. 1 second, fellas. Don't mind me. I'm just going to see but the editing magic. Everyone loves a slinky. Everyone loves a slinky. Everyone loves a slinky. Go, Uriel, go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, nature's calling, pal. The music's all very somber. It's so wild being able to see like that feckin' ruin and stuff from here. You can see loads of stuff. You can see trees and everything up in the mountains. Listen, pal, we're gonna be here till the cows come home. I don't know where they're going home to. Your mom's bedroom. You could see the individual leaves. Oh, are those like pine cones? They are. They look like pine cones. Oh, there's pine cone gameplay here on the Micky channel. Top 10 changes in the Oblivion Remaster while he's going down the fucking... going down the hill. There's pine cones in it. There's also DEI, the fuckers. Come on, Uriel. Come on. Come on, there we go. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. Come on, people only have just learned Jedi's. Come on, pal. Come on. Come on, Matson. Come on. Alright, now if I agree, you're a little bit spread out, pal. You're a little bit spread. Can I grab your hand and just, there we go. Now we have Go's dragon capability. Okay, now we can walk very slowly. I forgot this is just kind of what you have to do when you're doing these sort of videos. You know what? This is actually a terrible way of experiencing the Oblivion Remaster. I'm just going to cut my idea very short. And what we're going to do is we're going to explore various locations of the world. And I'm just going to magically have Uriel Septim appear behind me with editing magic. Because I've definitely dragged him all the way normally behind me. So just give me a second. Just give me a second there, folks. Just give me a second there. I don't know how to phrase this video now. Is it still dragging Uriel Septim or is it just the first impressions video? Look at this! Look at it! It's a little bit muddled and hazy, but it looks pretty fucking good.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
What have war veterans ever done for me? Give me global stability and peace. Bunch of pricks. If I said that in America, I'd actually be shot. I'm just bringing him out for his morning walk. Don't mind him. Don't mind. I'm just bringing him out for his walk. We tried to go for a big walk earlier, but it was very boring. So he's talking about heavy armor. You want to talk about heavy, pal? Try walking a mile in my shoes. And people say YouTube is an easy job. Look at this. This is impossible. Oh, my life is so difficult. Come on, pal. Come on. Yeah, well, this isn't working as well as I thought it would. Hello.
What can I do for you?
Hello, Wes Johnson. It's great to hear you. It's also very weird to see beards in Oblivion. I will be 110% honest. It looks great. I love it. Oh, say the line. One of my favorite lines for Imperial Guards is when they're like, the Imperial City is structured like spokes of a wheel. Say the line.
What are you looking for?
Tell me about the landmarks.
The Imperial Palace is at the center. The 6 districts are arranged around the palace like spokes of a wheel.
Oh! I feel like I'm at an Iron Maiden concert and they're playing Doctor Doctor. They're playing all the good songs. He said the thing. Farewell.
The gods.
Sure.
Take care.
By the gods, sure. Oh, would you look? It's ESO Danny. Hello.
You're talking to Algot the Northerner.
It is ESO Danny. How you doing, pal? I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying Oblivion Remastered too. But there's like new voice actors and everything else. We still have Wes Johnson. We still have Shea Gorse. Wes is an absolute legend and he had a bit of health problems recently and I'm glad to see he's doing a lot better. Can we give some shout outs to Wes Johnson? He is the voice of all the Imperials of Oblivion. If you didn't know, he's like pretty much the voice of most of this game. But to give a bit of variety in the old Elder Scrolls Remastered, there's new voice actors. They actually sound really good. Most of them you can recognize from Skyrim, things like that. The Argonians from Skyrim, the Dunmer from Skyrim are here. Sorry, I'm just spieling. If this is your first impression of a Micky D video, you'll probably think I'm just spieling like a moron, but I love Oblivion. We're going to talk about this game a lot.
What is it now?
They should remake this game. Maybe they shouldn't, I don't know, kind of stung. You can see the mountains and everything, all the trees and details. They have new voice actors. They brought back the Dunmer voice actor from Skyrim. He doesn't really have much of like the Cockney tone to it, which I really prefer. I didn't like the like English Cockney accent they has.
What is it now?
Not much, Danny, you keep it going. It's not as Cockney, I've noticed, unless I talk to other NPCs and they're suddenly Cockney, which I'm going to look like an idiot on YouTube. But, you know, and we're actually going to go inside to our little pal Thornir here when you hear his voice.
What kind of deal can I make for you today?
It's Rosh, that bastard from Jedi Academy, you little... It's the same voice actor. I know people are going to be like, oh, that's actually most of the Willows from Skyrim. I don't care. It's Rosh from Jedi Academy. That's the reference I know. How you doing, pal?
I have the best prices in town. Why? I'm smart, and you're smart. We know the right people. We get the best deals.
That is absolutely fantastic, my boy. Actually, I did the Torner quest. What is it called again? Something... competition, unrivaled competition, so something like that. I did the quest, and Torner's new voice actor in this game actually makes him seem a lot more sympathetic in that he really didn't know that he was like selling like dead bodies and shit. Actually, I need to sell you a few things. We started off from the beginning, from the Imperial Dungeon. You can have the Goblin Sham staff, you can have the steel short sword, Mystic Dawn hood I don't really need. We're gonna go light armor for this, I think. There we go, there we go. You can have the sackcloth stuff. I just want to make sure we pick up loads of things. We're just going to have an old explore. We're going to look around. We're just going to have a bit of an impressions. You know, I didn't want anything too intense for Oblivion. I just wanted to talk, shit talk into a microphone, tell you what my impressions of Oblivion are. But yeah, overall, folks, pretty fun game. I'm enjoying it. It's a good time. It's Oblivion.
Goodbye. Please come again.
Thank you very much. Mercantile has increased to 8. These loading screens, I like them, but there's something about the original ones I really adore. But like Micky, if you want the original Oblivion, you can just go back and play it, you little whinger. But anyway, they're nice. I don't mind them. I almost kind of wish they did rearrange the original music. You know, they kept the original music if you like that there. I would have liked to have heard some new arrangements of the tracks we know.
Greetings to you.
But greetings to you too. But otherwise, you know, it's fine. We have the original Oblivion music. That's not too bad. I'm going to search through here to get some repair hammers, and we have the olive vest and everything else, and we have our lockpicks. Do you want to see the goofiest thing about this game? You might have seen it earlier, but look at this sprinting animation. Look at this. It's so goofy and weird. Also because I'm playing this game at 1080p on like a big monitor, it looks very kind of grainy. If I record at 1440p, my PC is gonna fucking kill me. What we might do actually is go to a little bit of a tomb. We might actually have a look around the wilderness. But yeah. Anyway, the Imperial City looks pretty good. What we're going to do now is we are going to go back to the Chestnut Handy stables, where the orc is here and she eats the horses or whatever. Yeah. Actually, I want to see something. I haven't checked yet, but I want to see if my favorite little hidden NPC is still here. Don't worry, Uriel Septim is still down there. He's going to come with us on our walk. Don't worry, I'm just not going to drag him because I think that's actually a horrible way now that I think of it to get you into Oblivion Remastered. But he's going to be with us. You know, he's going to be out for his walk. I'm going to drag him off camera. I swear. He'll stay with us, don't worry. We'll have a nice old adventure. Let's check the old inventory. We have our nice old longsword. There's Nigel. He looks too pretty. He looks a little twinkish. I'm actually playing this game casually. I'm playing as a Dunmer, and I'm also playing as like an Imperial. Here! You kind of scared me.
Yeah, you.
Hello, Shady Sam. How are you?
I got what you need.
With a name like that, you must be a very trustworthy individual, especially when you're standing out here on your own in the middle of nowhere. Anyway.
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
He actually looks so shady too. Hello, Baurus.
Have a look at my wares.
Why did I say hello to Baurus? You actually sell a good amount of lockpicks, folks. If you need a good bit of lockpicks, here you go. The lockpicking so far in this game, I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with it compared to original Oblivion because there's like a weird kind of shadow on top of it. We'll probably see it later. It feels a little bit more unforgiving, but maybe that's just me and being bad at this game. Who knows? I'm pretty bad at all Elder Scrolls, even though I play these games non-stop. It actually kind of feels... my voice got very high there.
See me anytime, friend. I'm here day or night.
Anyway, yeah. I'll talk to you. It feels like so far the game is giving you like more lockpicks than the original game so far. But you still get a decent amount of lockpicks in Oblivion. I don't know. Maybe that's just how it feels to be. Maybe there's a bit of rebalancing. Anyway, Uriel, I'll bring you along with me, pal. Don't worry. We're just going to have a bit of an old explore up here. Now, one of the first quests I did when I was playing the old Oblivion Remastered, the quest for scales here with the fisherman. Fun thing about this quest, it's completely broken. And it doesn't work right. And I've heard from other people that it doesn't really work right too. It's a bit of a shame. I hope this gets patched. I know people are like, oh, Oblivion, bugs are the charm and stuff like that, but we should actually be able to do quests and stuff like that without it breaking too much and have a fun experience, you know, at the same time if we're being a little serious for products we pay full price for. Oh, look at all the detail and the shrubbery and everything. It looks very cool, but we're not going to start this quest, but if you're trying to do the slaughterfish quest, the fish like barely spawn, right? Or they spawn underwater. Not underwater, that's where fish are supposed to be, Michael. They spawn under like the floor at times, or the quest marker will tell you they're in the middle of the lake, but they're actually like on the shore and they're flopping around the place and they're very far away from where the marker is. When I was doing this quest casually, I actually had to stop at around the 5 or 6 slaughterfish in because I was just sick of looking for them. It was a bit annoying. Anyway, remember at the start of this video when I was insulting like making this like an impressions video, and now I'm making this an impressions video. Good job, Micky. I've actually already done this dungeon on the old casual play, so we're just gonna look around, have a bit of an old explore, maybe find another nice little tomb. Do I have my hotkeys? Actually, I do indeed. The hotkeys are so much easier to place on PC than they are on console. On the old PS5, it's a little bit awkward and weird, but you get used to it after a bit. God, this is beautiful. It's so serene. It's Oblivion. I'm playing Oblivion. It's a new way of experiencing Oblivion. It's like so familiar, but so not familiar at the same time, right? Actually, I think there's Fort Nikel. That's almost Fort Mickle. I think there's actually Shadow Banished Wine here. I think. Maybe. We'll do an old fort. We'll do Fort Nikel. But yeah, in my casual playthrough currently, I think I'm about coming on to level 10. So we're getting there. I'm doing some of the main quests. It's pretty fun. I want to do every quest line, every faction, everything else. I want to play this game for hundreds of hours because I love Oblivion and it's going to be a fun old time. There's going to be a lot of Oblivion this year, because we still have Sky Oblivion coming later this year. And folks, can you please, for Micky, can you do me something nice? You do a lot for me, you've given me a career and all that, but if you can do me something nice, can we give a bit of a shout out and some words of encouragement and support to the Sky Oblivion team? Bethesda were nice enough to give the Sky Oblivion team all codes to Oblivion Remastered. I think Bethesda did them an old solid, and Virtuous Studios are a good old studio. You're very easy killing. Oh, I'm a wood elf, don't worry, it's what we do. Give me the venison, listen. Isn't it only venison? Wait, no, veal is like a young deer and venison is like an older deer. It's weird that they differentiate it between like a young deer being veal, because that just seems weird. I don't like veal. Sometimes it's good to have standards when even you're eating meat, but maybe, I don't know. People are going to argue about that in the comments now. Great, you know. But the Sky Oblivion team, if we can give them a bit of support, because I am absolutely going to be playing Sky Oblivion 2. That is going to be a complete fans reimagining of Oblivion in the Skyrim engine, and that's going to be a great time too. And it's also on schedule to come out this year, so if we can give them a bit of love and support, and the same to the Skywind team and everything else. They could do with it. The Oblivion Remastered like just came out and everything else just on the same year, but you know what, now that just means we get 2 fantastic, lovely little remastered remakes of Oblivion, and it's a good time to be an Elder Scrolls fan this year. Oh, it's a fun time. Let's go in to Fort Nikel and have an old gameplay experience. So my character's called Micky. Very okay. It should say Nigel up in the top right, I just realized, but I didn't have a save from the beginning tutorial, so I just did a console command to change my current Imperial to Nigel, and I forgot to change the name because I couldn't be asked going through Oblivion's tutorial just for a video. I hope that's okay. It kind of has to do with my illness a little bit. If I play games for like too long, I get a little motion sick and dizzy, but listen, that's not for you to worry about. I'll be alright, but we'll see. I've been going now for a bit and we're doing okay so far, so fucking fingers crossed, huh? You know, things will get better, things will get easier, and I hope you're doing okay too, folks. I hope you're all doing alright, so I hope you're all doing okay, because I care about you too, and you're a good sort. You've given me a lot of moral support, and guessing that as I've been slowly getting back into YouTube, slowly taking my time and easing myself into things, it's been great to hear from you again, and I missed you a bit, and you're a good bunch. I couldn't ask for a better fan base, so you know, thank you very much for that too. Anyway, lockpicking, it feels a little bit harder. There's like a weird shadow at the top of the tumbler, so you can't like really see as clearly. That annoys me a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but it's a little bit annoying. And I've seen people like stream this game and do videos and stuff like that, and they're having a bit of a tougher time with the lockpicking, when before it really shouldn't be that tough, but maybe it's just me being a whiny little bitch, who knows. But let's try. See, I got it that time. First go, never mind. I'm actually a boss at this game. I've only been lying to you. But yeah, these are just my first impressions, as I'm saying. I'm going to be playing a lot more of this game in the weeks and months to come. There's probably going to be some really cool mods and stuff coming out for this game. I'm hoping there's like a construction set or something along the lines, if there isn't one already, because I haven't checked. I don't think there is, but it'd be great to see like a construction set like older Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games and stuff like that we have gotten for these games. But it might be different for Oblivion Remastered because it is in Unreal, which might complicate things a little bit, but people have been making some mods and things, so
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Does my eyes think tricks on
I should have been sneaking. I should have been sneaking. Anyway, here's the combat. It reminds me of ESO a little bit, especially with like the UI and everything else. Not in like a super bad way. I do like it. I do like the combat. It's a little more involved and it's a little more physics-based. Like if you hit enemies, they react and everything else. Pretty realistically, it's nice. Hello. How you do? Oh, look, there's 3 of you. You've come out to party. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tough. I say that, but adept difficulty is actually kind of pits easy so far, but expert is pretty difficult because it scales like original Oblivion, so be cautious of that. But let's give you guys a good old fight. I've no idea if this video is any good so far or if I'm just waffling. I've no plan really, but I wanted to record something. Anyway, come here. There you go. You'll notice too, like the combat pattern when you're swiping your sword. It's like Skyrim. It kind of has like do, and you can't like spam too much. In Oblivion, you could just keep whacking and whacking and whacking the longer you could click your sword. But here, it's a little bit more. There's a rhythm to it. It kind of has that Skyrim rhythm. But the hit markers, the sword play, the UI, it gives me ESO vibes, and I believe because Virtual Studios has actually worked on ESO before. So that's kind of why. In fact, we're actually going to get out our bow here. Our bowie. Where's this other enemy gone? You've gone over here, pal. I do like the old bow gameplay too so far. It actually makes it a little bit easy going if you're playing on a death because you can actually do sneak attacks with your bows and you can kill enemies very easily just like that. And, oh, Uriel, you followed along. Good man. Listen, do you mind if I leave you here just to kind of sit up and just kind of like enjoy the old view? Enjoy. Okay, you can actually sit down there. Yeah, you know, just go for it. He looks like he's having a nice little nap against the rocks. Good lads. I'll talk to you soon. I'll get you on the way out. Don't worry. Just have a little bit of a rest for yourself, okay? It's been a long old day of being murdered by the Mythic Dawn. So you just have a little bit of a chill. Okay, now I'm just playing Oblivion. Now I'm just having a fun time. It's generally a fun game. Also, like, dungeons and everything else look absolutely fantastic. They look really cool. They look really good. I was supposed to be sneaking and everything else, but these guys have seen me immediately. That was loud. Okay. I love how they keep the original Oblivion lines, but just new voice actors saying things. It's great. It's still Oblivion. I love it. Where are ye? Come here.
Hello?
What the fuck was that? Suppose they yell. Yeah. Oh, we can level up. Hey, come here. Here you are. Okay. Skeleton. Oh, you're a bandit hedge skeleton. You're summoned. Okay. Get out your sword. Ho. Actually, let's do a little bit of magic while we're here. While we have enemies and stuff like that, let's do the added clairvoyance to the game, which is a spell from Skyrim. It shows you where you're going. That's a nice little feature. If you want to know how to get where you're going to, more accessibility and all that. All right. There you go. Oh. So spells like aren't as satisfying to use as in Skyrim for me. They're a little bit better than as they were in the original Oblivion. So it's kind of like a halfway point. It's not bad. I haven't actually played through the whole game as like a spell character or anything. But I do want to at some points. I think that could be pretty fun. If you want to play Oblivion and you want like a decent kind of mage build, I think it's actually really fun to play this game with the Atronach bird sign, which stunts your magicka. But you have to think of creative ways to get your magicka up, like using Vulcan stones, or maybe you're getting into alchemy and making like sorcery potions to get your magicka up, because you do get a boost in magicka, but you don't get to regenerate us, which is a pretty fun, I think it's pretty fun for mage build. So if you want to be a mage, there's a fun little build for you. I think you should give it a go at some point. It's a fun way to play. It adds some nice dynamics. Didn't I kill you before? Yes, I think I am just going back through the same old general locations. I am. Sam, I am indeed. Alright. Alright, more chests. We'll open you up. Very easy lock. Stick the arrows, take the repair hammers. Am I actually very good? I think my armor skill... Actually, I think I'm spec'd for armor, right? Yeah, it's 30. We should be able to repair our stuff pretty easily. Remember, in Oblivion, you have to repair your items as you go. And there we go. We actually broke one repair hammer, I think. You have repaired your gear. Okay. Also, one thing I want to show you too. We're going to try and do a bit of alchemy. Do I have alchemy? Also, I don't. But I think I still have the old mortar and pestle. I want to show you something cool that this game added. And it reminds me of a feature that they also have in OpenMW. In fact, it's kind of the same feature. You can apply filters when you're creating potions. There we go. Like, you can click here, restore fatigue, and it shows you every single ingredient that restores fatigue, so you can like categorize them and makes alchemy like a whole bunch easier. I really do like this change. It's a fun one. You also have restore health, so if I go back, I can select all the ingredients that restore health, and then I can create the potion. Potion making was already pretty easy in Oblivion, but that just makes it so much better, so you're not going into your potions being like, this restores fatigue, what else restores fatigue, this has like detect life, what else detects life, and you're looking through and you're keeping it in mind and everything else. That just makes it a whole lot easier. I like it. It's a good change. They also have that feature in OpenMW, like I said. Is this a fort really this small and short? I guess it is. Here up against the wall. No, yeah, there's a little bit more here. Okay. Funnily enough, I'm just speaking from experience here, but the game hasn't crashed on me once. Although I have heard some people say they have crashing issues, so I can't speak too much on it, but on PC, on PlayStation 5, game hasn't crashed for me once. Oh, future Micky here. Don't listen to past Micky, the bollocks. The game has crashed on me multiple times now at this point, and I also had a fun little bug where every time I loaded a new save, the game would crash every single time. I must have been trying to fix it for about an hour. The only fix was to load a previous couple of autosaves back, so I would assume my save files corrupted, and also I had 1 or 2 crashes on PS5. Still okay on the console, not too bad for a Bethesda game, you know, 20 to 30 hours in. But on PC, yeah, that little corruption bug wasn't very fun. So anyway, so that's something. Will it crash this video? Maybe. It could. I've already been here like 50 billion times. Okay. Now, here's one little thing I'm not huge on. If you want to get to the local map, you have to like zoom all the way in and then zoom in more. Yeah, this place is tiny. What the hell? Okay, let's get out of here, I guess. Uriel can follow along with us. Let's actually sleep for an hour and get our levels in. Also, leveling has been changed a little bit too. You realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. Did you hear that, Nigel? You have come alive, pal. You have truly come alive. So you're always going to get the same amount of virtues per level. This is kind of like points you can put into your attributes, but you still can only choose 3. So like if I put 1 point into strength, agility, and endurance, all of a sudden I can't put points into anything else, but I still have these virtues which I can put into any of these 3 that I have picked, and it makes it so that you don't really need to min-max as much anymore, and all characters are going to be on the same kind of level. You're going to have like good attributes as you're leveling up, and you're going to be level with the enemies you're fighting. So once you get to like higher levels and enemies start to scale with you, it's not going to be as bad as the original Oblivion. But once again, I can't talk too much because I'm talking a lot with you. I can't talk too much because I haven't actually gotten to like high levels so far yet in Oblivion Remastered, so I don't know what the story with level scaling is. So I'm hoping it's not as bad as original Oblivion, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, let's just do strength a little bit, agility. My agility is only 52 for like a stealth character. Put that up to 50. We'll do 2 endurance. Also, the fun thing about endurance, I think, in this game is that it's retroactive in Remastered. Endurance increases your health, and if you take endurance at higher levels, it gives you the bonuses that you would have gotten at lower levels, so that keeps going, like tracks. I think that's a fun little change, so you can get perceived powerful, so your characters are going to level up a lot better than they were in the original Oblivion. Anyway, let's get out of this fort, because there's not much else for us here to do. Come on, Uriel. Come on, I know your nap is over, pal. Come on, we better get moving. Come on, we're in the zone, we're grooving. Nice bit of fresh air for us, isn't that nice, Uriel? Jeez, you're all talk today, aren't you? When I stop recording, he'll start talking my ear off, you know, he's very social, he's just a little bit shy on camera, you know what I mean? He stops talking the second he sees that NVIDIA notification in the top right saying I'm recording. He shuts up fierce quick then. Also, there's, like, you can see... I've said this before, but you can see the mage tower from here, and it's pretty cool. Like, in Oblivion Remastered, I haven't done, like, any of the Shivering Isles yet or anything like that. I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. You forget all the DLC they also put into this game. This is also very fairly priced for what you're getting. You're getting all the DLC and everything else for, like, I think I paid, like, 50 quid for this game. It's pretty well priced for what it is. I think the Mage Conjurer has spawned, actually, and that's what's trying to kill me. Where are you? I bet you it's you, right? Where are you? I know you're here. You're on my map. I bet you it's the Mage Conjurer. I bet you. Ha! What did I feckin' say? I knew it! This is why it's still the original Oblivion we all know and love. This is why... Okay, make sure you can actually aim well. There you go. I actually don't know if shooting enemies in the head does more damage in Oblivion Remastered, like it would in Skyrim, but maybe someone will tell me. I want to wait until daytime because it's way too dark, but it looks all pretty. The Northern Lights haven't started yet. I want to actually see if we can get the Northern Lights going. Maybe it's after midnight? Maybe it's only on certain days or something. I don't know. But there's usually Northern Lights. Maybe it's my graphic settings or something. I don't know. But it's usually very pretty. You're probably seeing the images already, but you know. There we go, nice old Oblivion morning with the nice Oblivion music playing. Isn't this really nice? Again, I just wish it was a little bit more saturated. It does look nice in Unreal, and there actually is a bit of color here now that I'm staring this way. But I do miss that Oblivion bloom and saturation. But maybe again mods will fix it, maybe. People on console, you're shit out of luck, I guess. Buy a PC, the people will tell you. Aren't they a nice bunch, the old PC master race there? Is that an Imperial Guard? Where's your horsey, pal? Where's your heart scan? 8 of the morning's watch and all's well. Huh. Say the thing. I can't talk to him. I'm pressing the talk key, but he won't talk to me. Say something. It's like I Am Legend. Speak to me, friend. Please say something. Speak to me. There he goes. You gonna say anything? Will you say something if I attack you? That was the most limp arrow I've ever shot in my life. And I've had whiskey dick before, so I know what it's like.
Stop right
There you go. Now you're working. You could hear him say hey for like a split second.
Then pay with your blood.
Yeah, Wes. I know how it is. Anyway, with the new Oblivion Remastered, the old loading can be a little bit longer than the original Oblivion. I imagine this game is like Starfield in the way that it like probably recommends you use an SSD. I actually don't know if this game performs well with a hard drive. I know Starfield was just like you need an SSD. It wouldn't even run with a hard drive pretty well, the old ones. You need the old solid state drives nowadays, I think.
Citizen?
I love how you like have to talk to the horse to talk to the guard.
Morning, sir.
I said morning there, that's what I wanted, rumors.
Anvil is all in an uproar. First the chapel attacked, now the prophet ranting about the end of the world.
It wouldn't be Oblivion if they weren't talking about the DLC to you in your ears all the time.
Carry on.
I will. Hi Bojack, how you doing? Look how beautiful this is. This game is absolutely stunning. My athletics is going up. It feels like your athletic skill goes up pretty quicker in this game. Probably because there's a sprint mechanic, which is a bit of a nice addition. Oh, look at this. It's stunning. It's beautiful. You can see so far away. You can see like the individual buildings in the Imperial City from far away. Good God. I'm loving it. This is one of the best fucking games I've played in a while. There's a good chance this could end up being like one of the better Elder Scrolls experiences out there. And look at this, there's a lot of colour and greenery here actually. I have my complaints and nitpicks and stuff like that, but don't mind me whinging. This is a beautiful game. This really does look immaculate and fantastic. Virtuous Studios. You have done well, my friends. You have done pretty well with Oblivion. It'd be interesting to see if Bethesda let you take the old reins with maybe like Fallout 3 in the future, or an old Morrowind remaster. Who knows? They could do Morrowind. Would they do Morrowind well? Do we trust them with Morrowind, lads? Do ye? I might. Fecus, I'd say give it to them. Who knows? They might do okay. They might genuinely do Morrowind pretty feckin' well. But yeah, here we are, Fort Ash. Do we do another fort? Why not while we're here? I guess I am going towards Coral. But yeah, I imagine most people are doing the main quest, so we won't go to Joffrey and all that kind of stuff. But Virtuous Games, you little devils. I think they are going to do Fallout 3 next. I think those were in like the leaks and things like that. The Oblivion Remaster in itself wasn't the biggest secret, let's just say. It was, there was all rumblings and rumors about it for the longest time. And then close to release, there were screenshots being leaked and everything else. So, yeah, this game was pretty much the worst kept secret in video game history. But, you know. So yeah, Fallout 3 is probably next, and I think Fallout 3 could benefit very well from the old improved shooting mechanics and things like that. I do hope they keep the skill system and the special system pretty much untouched, because I actually like a bit of role-playing in my Fallout games. Did you hear that, Fallout 4? I think it's a decent game. I think it's a fun time. I know Fallout fans kind of give that game a rough go of it, but I enjoy that game a bit. But I do think with a bit of improved shooting, a bit of improved mechanics and visuals and a touch-up, it could actually be a pretty fire game once again. But yeah, my guess is that Fallout 3 is definitely next. I bet you the comments are making fun of how I say 3 again, aren't they? I know you little scamps. But yeah, let's do this too, I guess we're gonna actually try and do a bit of stealth, so I can show you that stealth can be pretty overpowered at times if you have it spec'd well. Heal minor wounds, the old classic heal. minor wounds, and you can actually hold down the button on console too. You can hold down the cast button to do heal minor wounds, so you can do your old classic exploits where I used to do it on PC where you put like a cup on the cast button and then you go to bed, and when you wake up in the morning your character is still like casting spells in the corner and your restoration is like 85 or something. It's a fun time. It's fun old times. So let's actually see with dynamic lighting. I'm gonna make a save in case we get spotted. But if I equip a torch right now, what's the lighting like? How does that look? Because I do want to see that. I do want to see. Do I have any torches? I do indeed. That's not bad. It's okay. It's pretty dynamic. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it looks alright. It looks okay. It looks like a torch, doesn't it? There's the torches indoors, but now we are going to be all stealthy, sneaky. Sneaky is not a word, but sneaky is. We're going to be all stealth archery, and we are going to see what enemies we can defeat in this mortal coil. The nice thing about archery is once you get to a higher level, you can zoom in, a lot like original Skyrim. If you're a Skyrim fan playing Oblivion for the first time, get your archery up and you can get that ability back. This game also has like a shield bash, which I only just learned yesterday because I was playing all day yesterday on my old casual save, and I was like, God, this game could really do with a shield bash like Skyrim, and I was like, hold on a second, and I checked in the old character menu, and if you go to blocking an attack consumes even less fatigue on expert, and you can perform a shield bash while blocking. That is 75, so you'll need to do quite a bit of blocking to unlock it, but it's there, it's in game. I haven't actually tested it to see if it's effective or anything like that. It could still be a little bit wonky, but it's in the game. There's also like dodging mechanics with acrobatics, I think it is, or blade, either one. I think it's acrobatics where you can like dodge left and right weapons. That's in the game too. That was in original Oblivion, but it was pretty janky, so we'll see if it's in any way updated in the old Oblivion Remaster. Anyway, hello rat. There you go, sneak attack for 3 damage. And Uriel, Jesus Christ man, you scared the life out of me. Can you just be careful? You know, you're sneaking up behind me and everything else. You scared the living daylights on me. Anyway, champ, I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? I'll get you on the way out again, don't worry pal, don't worry. Okay, right. We've only fought a rat so far, one of the simplest enemies. I love, when you're going through caves and everything else in Oblivion, they look fantastic too, and they're a nice old change. They look very nice in Unreal Engine, all done up and everything. The game's actually performing really nice at 1080p with the old DLSS. I have a 3070 at the moment, which is not great for the old 8 gigabytes of VRAM. This game eats it up. It also eats up your CPU, which is very fun. There we go, I got a sneak attack and your buddy barely even heard it. And I didn't hit your head. There we go. See, being able to do sneak attacks like that in Oblivion, and it was only sneak ×1, which I don't think was any times damage at all. If it's ×1, right? I'm good at math. Pretty good, the old stealth builds. In Oblivion, it could be pretty tanky in the original, so they've made archery and sneaking a little more viable, and I do like that change. But if you want it to be more tanky and stuff like that and more difficult, you can always bump up the difficulty, which I would recommend if you're a more hardcore Oblivion player. But I'm taking it easy for my first 2 playthroughs. I'm going to play through Adept. Maybe we can come back and do a video on like the harder difficulties and see how that is. Maybe they might release like an old survival mode, maybe like Fallout 4 survival, which is actually a great little survival mode for Oblivion. Yeah, like the difficulty goes all the way up to master, so we can see how that is. And we have actually apprentice and novice, so I'm on Adept, which I imagine is the old normal difficulty. But yeah, it's pretty easy going so far, but it does start to balance out a bit once you get to like level 10. I did the Azura quest where you're like clearing out vampires, and they gave me kind of a rough time. They didn't kill me, but I needed to like use my potions and things like that, and they were a little bit tankier. So the game does scale as you go up, but we will see if it has the horrible Oblivion level scaling the higher level we get, which it might still. So that's fun. There's so many arrow sounds. Is that because the goblin fell on the trap thing? These are so loud, oh my god. Also, I love how the goblins look. The goblins look so much better, they look so goofy. I'm gonna show an image right now of the goblins during the main quest. One of them was like peeking through the door while I was playing.
Me and you can rule the city, Spider-Man!
This is so loud, why are you still going? Oh my god, I'm gonna go deaf. I'm gonna go deaf. I have tinnitus already, which isn't a great affliction to live with, I'll be honest, but this is so loud already. Yeah, leave me alone. But yeah, we are just going our way through this tomb. I don't know how much longer this video is going to be. I guess I just wanted to do an old dip in, have some video about the Oblivion Remaster out until we get some proper ideas for good plans in the future. I imagine most of you wanted to know my thoughts on this. Overall, fun game. I'm enjoying it. It's a good time. You've listened to me waffle. Maybe I need to get my thoughts together. But before I start another video like this, but it's been a fun experience. I'm really enjoying it. I would recommend it if you're an Elder Scrolls fan. If you're tight on money, maybe you can wait for a bit of a sale, and there might actually be performance patches and things of that and things of that nature. If you're a fan of Oblivion, I would highly recommend it. I think this is a fun time. I think this is a good old game. It gets the Micky thumbs up. It gets a Micky thumbs up from me. Good, Virtuous, you've done well. I'm proud of you. Could you imagine them like doing Skyrim again like this? Even if they did, would I complain too much if they want to do Skyrim like done up? They probably will in like 5-10 years. They'll redo Skyrim in this kind of style, I'd imagine. And we'll buy it all again. Fantastic, Bethesda. Oh, you've shown all of us, haven't you, pal? Anyway, Nigel, let's get schmoovin'. Let's get grooving. I did say I wanted to show ye Anvil, because I want to explore around the old Gold Coast a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to see what that looks like. Yeah, let's go outside a Horse Whisperer stables and see how we're doing. Do do do, da 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 da, dee da dee da do, da da penis poop. Hello, Mike. How you doing, my friend? I haven't found you yet. Oh my god.
Mike knows much.
Yay.
Tell some. Mike knows many things others do not.
Also, the Argonians in this game are so ugly, and I love it. They look fantastic. They're so ugly, and I adore it. And the Khajiits, you can't see Maik very well, but I actually like some of the changes they made to Khajiits. I think they look proper like cats. People have been making some cool cats. Oh, they like the old jazz. They like jazz. There's so much customization in the game's character creator, which we'll see in future videos and things like that, but it's pretty in-depth. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of like eye options and things and hair options, and you can make your Khajiits all sorts of funny colors, and you can make very ugly characters if that's what you're into. I'm not really too much, but my current Dunmer looks like he'd break your heart if he could, but you know.
People always enjoy a good fable.
Except Tree, I think.
Maik has yet to find one, though. Perhaps one day.
Are they talking about Fable, like the game series? Did that come out before Oblivion? No, it came out after. Maybe. I don't know. Also, I never played Fable 3. I just know fans are a little bit mixed in it, and I'm making a joke.
Bye.
Bye, I'll talk to you. Mike just said Fable shite and ran away. Great. It really is Oblivion, folks, ain't it? Mike the Liar, the biggest enemy of Peter Molyneux. I don't know. Maybe Fable was announced around this time. Maybe it was already out. Who knows? Who knows? Here we are, the Gold Coast. It's a little browner than a Gold Coast, but you know, mate, just a bit of saturation and that's a bit of gold, that's a bit of color. The old Sky Oblivion looks very bright and saturated too, and I like the art style of Sky Oblivion that they're going for as well. So lads, by this time next year we're actually going to be fucking sick of Oblivion. I swear to god, there's going to be so many Oblivion streams and videos and everything else. We're going to be so over it, but for this year we're all Oblivion. We're all in. It's a good time to be an Oblivion fan. It's a good time to be an Elder Scrolls fan. And would you look at Anvil, it looks so good. You can see all the buildings from inside. In the original Oblivion, if you saw cities from the outside, it looked a little bit cack because the buildings wouldn't load, but now they're all loaded in and proper, and oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good, it looks so good, it looks so good. And there you are, Uriel. You're just getting a bit of shade under the rock here. It is pretty warm, it is pretty warm. The sun is coming out over this way, so you want a bit of shade there, pal. I imagine it gets pretty temperate down by Anvil, which is close bordering by the old Valen Woods and Eelsware. So, you know, you want to get a bit of shade, bit of sunscreen in, Uriel, bit of sunscreen in. Good lad, good lad, good lad. Yeah, let's go into Anvil. Let's look around. Feckin', why not? I like Anvil. Anvil's one of my favourite cities. It probably is my favourite city. Anvil and Cheydinhal are pretty good shouts. Breville, too, I actually kind of like, except the Count. He's kind of a bastard. And fun fact, the Count in Oblivion, I think he's the only Count that's, like, killable. At least I think from the offset, you might be able to kill the other Counts after you complete your quest. Usually they become non-essential after you have done their little questines. But yeah, actually fun little fact about Oblivion. See, when I hover over an NPC, there's the circle. That circle means they can be killed and they won't get back up. So if I just, let's just do this. Let's just conflict command. I ruined all the achievements on my Steam account. Brilliant. But I am going to get the Platinum Trophy on PS5. Oh, you better believe it. So yeah, there you go. That circle means he is non-essential and he can be killed. This is for people who have like just playing Oblivion for the first time or don't know how the game is working. But yeah, that means they are non-essential. But if we go inside, say the Fighters Guild here, for instance, there's the Shivering Isles. I know that's the city in the Shivering Isles. New Chaos, that's us.
How are you?
You're all non-essential. See that crown icon? That crown means if I kill this fella, He's only unconscious and he will get back up. Anyway, I'm not going to join the Fighters Guild. Feck him. Feck him. I'm going to join the Blackwood Company. No, I'm only joking. I'm not Maglier. I'm not that fella. So, as you can see in towns here, again, it's just the color scheme sometimes. It can look a little bit muddy. You know what I mean? Sometimes. I'm a little bit mixed on how it can look sometimes visually, but I do like the old graphics and visuals. I just press my mouse button and it casts a spell. You can press the mouse button to cast a spell. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm pressing like the little side button widget things that I never really use often, but I just pressed on accident and I casted a spell. That's very handy. There's a tip for you. But yeah, graphics wise, it does look fantastic. Color wise, we might need some mods in the future. But you know, hello.
I'm Arvina Thalis. They call me the Rat Lady, on account of all my pet rats.
Really? I thought they called you the Rat Lady on account of your fucking face. You know what I mean? Anvil.
You can't imagine the fuss some people make. My rats are no problem for anyone.
That's right. Good on you, girl.
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
Captain Dougal's treasure.
Take care.
I got a map marker. Oh, it's for Dunbarrow Cave. Is the treasure like a mace or something like that? I think there's a mace you can find in an old dungeon around here that's for some quest. I don't know if the quest was unfinished or something like that, but I remember finding a mace and never figuring out what quest it was for. It might be for an unfinished quest or something. I forgot I let him dead. Whoops. Sorry about that. There's one thing I want to see while we're running around Anvil. Oh, I also want to get that house too with the ghosts and everything inside. Very cheap house you can guess here. Well, it's 5,000 gold, which is much cheaper than most of the houses. Try and get this house if you can. There's a very cool quest attached to it, and it's probably one of the better houses in the game, to be honest. And it's pretty cheap, all things considering.
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders.
Don't worry, I've dated Irish women before. I have a very strong stomach. People in the comments are like, oh, Micky, he's back with his classic misogyny. I'm only joking. Have you seen me? God, I wish that was me. She looks like she's having a fun time. Yeah. Oh, she's all spread out. She's having a great time. I'm gonna take your keys and your rake. Let's put on some nice garments. Sorry, I just took all her stuff there and let her a little exposed. Here we go. We got some nice blouse. It actually kind of suits Nigel and it's feckin' Jimmy Neutron hair. People in the comments are like, I was actually more of a Planet Sheen fan, if I'm being honest. But yeah, there we go. There we go. We have a nice little bit of outfits. And Uriel, did you get killed here as well, pal? You're being killed everywhere you go, Buzz. You're being killed everywhere you go. Anyway, I'll leave you here, I guess, with the denizens of Anvil if you want to visit them for a bit. You know, you can talk to your friends in Dead Afterlife or whatever you do. So yeah, there's the Crusader quest if you want to start that. I haven't done the Crusader quest line yet. I'm pretty excited to. I don't think there's any achievements tied to doing the Crusader quest line. There is for like Shivering Isles and everything else like that. Also the achievement list for this game. I imagine it's going to be a very popular platinum trophy or all achievements on Xbox and Steam and all that kind of shit. Because most of the achievements are just, actually all of the achievements are tied to completing factions like the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, also the main quest, the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild. There's ones for doing the quest lines in the Shivering Isles. Again, I don't think I saw any for the Knights of the Nine, but maybe there is, maybe I just missed it, who knows. But yeah, if you want all the achievements, just do all the quest lines and you're golden.
You're off duty now. Good. I'm hungry.
Goes, I'm hungry. Hungry for cock. Anyway. But I do kind of wish the achievements were like Skyrim's in the way of, like, you know, maybe like getting all the Daedric items and picking 50 pockets and stuff like that. I don't know, that sounds kind of menial and boring. Because, you know, whatever, just a little bit of variety. And look at this, there's a bit of colour coming in. And there's nice little lighting and shading, and she's painting like she always does. Isn't that nice? Isn't she a good painter, Uriel? Isn't she very good? Thank the nice lady. Thank her. Thank her. Wave to her. Wave to the nice woman. Yeah, good lad, Uriel. Anyway, lads, ladies, and all of you, I think that's pretty much me for the time being. I don't want to exert myself too much and record too much into one day and tire myself out and get all vertigo, because that's kind of what I'm dealing with a little bit, but it's getting better. I just don't want to aggravate it too much. But yeah, it's been fun talking with you. I hope you're enjoying Oblivion Remastered. I'm going to get out my small little thoughts on the game so far, and I will see y'all during the future. We'll get some more videos out, we'll have some more fun times, and it's been fun just exploring Oblivion Remastered. I've just been kind of gushing and not having very structured thoughts, but I will give my full thoughts and impressions on Oblivion Remastered soon when I play through most of this, and it's been a fun time. And folks, I will talk to you all soon. Nice pew beard. No, that was mean, actually. He had a nice little mustache and a goatee combo. And Uriel, pal, did you enjoy our little trip around Oblivion Remastered? I know you did. It was actually pretty tough. I was going to drag him around the whole game, but it was taking forever. So maybe there's a way to make him like really light and making that easier in the future, so we can come back and do it. Who knows? But my plan is, like I said, maybe do Preston Garvey in Fallout 4 because it's easier to drag NPCs in Fallout. Maybe James in Fallout 3. Maybe Jarl Bulgruff in Skyrim or Skyrim's Emperor. I don't know. Anyway, folks, lads, ladies, all of you, enjoy Oblivion. Have a good time. And I will talk to y'all in the next video. How did I used to end videos again? I forget. Oh yeah. Fuck off.